So earlier this year, around end of August, New Balance has introduced us a new pair of lifestyle shoes, which at the time dropped in just a couple of colorways, and now at the end of 2023, they actually decided to bring us one more colorway, which in my opinion is looking quite good. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It will really help out the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. In today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at the new colorway for this relatively new release on the market coming from New Balance. So let's go ahead and take them out of the box, which as you can see, as usual, will come in this dark gray colorway, which on top will have this NB lettering in this silver color. And rather than that, we don't actually have too many other brandings on the box. So let's go ahead and take them out. So in today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at this new colorway for this New Balance WRPD Runner in this dark mushroom colorway. Earlier this year, towards the end of summer, New Balance has brought us this new range on the market, which is called the WRPD Runner. And at the time, that one dropped in a sea salt colorway and also in an indigo blue, if I'm not mistaken. And the indigo blue, I already made the review around 2 months ago, and for sure I was quite impressed by the design, the materials, and also the level of comfort, which in a way we kind of expect coming from New Balance nowadays. So this new range will be a new lifestyle shoe, which will blend, in my opinion, two very important details. One of it will be the quality of the materials used for the upper, and the second one will be this fuel cell, which is mainly used in the running shoes coming from New Balance. So for sure I feel that this one is a very good drop coming from New Balance this year, which will retail at least here in the UK at 155 pounds, which will be around 185 or 190 US dollars. And if I'm not mistaken, this one will be available now in 4 color combinations, but not all of them will be available at the same time. But for sure, if you want to go for any of them on StockX, for sure you'll find them. So let's go ahead and also do a breakdown of this one guys. So as you can see, for this upper we're gonna have just 2 materials. One of it will be this black mesh material, which actually feels like a knitted material. So this one will be actually quite soft and very nice to the touch, and also quite breathable as well. So on top of this knit material, we're gonna have this long hair suede in this brown color, which will cover the front part of the toe section, add a lacing system, and also act as a mudguard in the midfoot. As you can see, this one will also be present here, covering partially the heel section and also the ankle section as well. As in for the actual lacing system, we're gonna have your normal punch out holes, which will keep in place these thick black laces. And just underneath these laces, we're gonna have the same mesh material for this tongue, which will also have a good amount of padding underneath. So I really feel that this one is sitting quite nice on top of my foot. But as you can see, at the top of this tongue, we don't actually have your usual tag with the New Balance lettering, which you don't actually see every day for a pair of New Balance. And speaking about the branding, this is not available even at the back of the heel section, where we usually have those NBA initials. So the only branding for this pair of shoes, at least for the upper, will be here in the midfoot, where you're gonna have this N letter, which usually it's painted or it's gonna have a patch of leather or suede. but this time for this model they decided to use again some knitted material, which will be slightly a bit different than this black mesh. So for sure I feel that this one is looking quite good. So going now inside of the shoe, guys, for this one I'm gonna have this black lining, which will have a decent amount of padding, but nothing crazy here. Also at the bottom I'm gonna have this foam insole in this white color, which will have imprinted here at the heel section the NB letters, which are actually quite big, and these ones will come in this black color. So going now to the actual midsole, guys, you can see that this one is actually quite high, and this one will come in two colors, them in black and brown as well. So in my opinion I feel that this one is actually looking quite good, and also this fuel cell, it's actually quite squishy and very comfortable underfoot. So now, guys, we can finish with this very interesting looking rubber outsole in this brown and black colorway, which, as I've said in my previous review for that blue pair, it really feels like the design used for the Nike Tempo, which is a pair of running shoes. As you can see here in the midfoot, we're also gonna have this fuel cell exposed, and we're also gonna have at the heel section this carved out section, which will have written fuel cell on it. And the only branding which you actually see on this pair of shoe containing this NB lettering besides the actual insole will be here at the back of the heel section. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for me, as I have a skinny feet, for this one I just went with my true to size, and this one fits me just fine. And I would say that it's gonna be roughly the same for people with normal feet, but just in case you have wide feet, guys, most definitely I would suggest you to go with at least a half size up, just to make sure that this front part of the shoe, which is actually quite pointy, is not gonna be too tight for you. So overall, guys, this latest release coming from New Balance, which will be this lifestyle pair of shoes, which is called the WRPD Runner. In my opinion, as expected, it's bringing quite good materials and also a very good level of comfort. And as this one will actually have quite a minimal branding, I feel that this one is actually an under the radar release for this year. And as I've said also in that blue pair review, at least for now we don't actually have too many color combinations, and it might be because this is not too appealing to a lot of people. It also feels that this one is a controversial release, which for sure will divide people in liking them or not, but I guess you just need to order this one in or try it in a store. For sure you'll like the level of comfort and how this one actually fits. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this brand new colorway coming for this New Balance WRPD Runner, which for today we had it in this dark mushroom colorway. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at my other review for this WRPD Runner in that blue colorway, you can choose this video right now. If not, you can also choose from the other two releases coming from New Balance, which I dropped in the last month or so. And as always, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.